car didn't just, veer to one side or anything. It done a full 180. What's going on? I hope you are having a great day and all is well. Today's videos are going to be a little different than our usual videos. Our usual videos take place in different settings. We're trying to do multiple things at once and pack it all into one video to give it one big interesting thing of this, this, and this all in one. Today's going to be a little different. It's going to be me, this room, that's it. This is going to be a new series to the channel where I'm just going to tell you some stories of some of the more interesting things of my life and my childhood and things that have happened over the course of the years that I probably shouldn't have lived through but did, or just to see where it goes. Most of it I'm going to try and keep car related or four-wheeler, some kind of motor vehicle in that area, but occasionally we may vary outside of that to just something random that I thought was either funny or scary or whatever the case may be. So today's story time is going to be about the scariest thing that's ever happened to me in the passenger seat of a car. I was about 15 or so, and I know that because I didn't have my license yet, and I was a bit of a homebody. My mom wanted me to get out of the house more, so she introduced me to a guy that she works with that's just a couple of years older than me, but not by much, maybe 3 or 4 years. Roughly. So I started hanging out with him more, and he was all over the place, wild compared to me. I didn't get out of the house much before this. He was constantly out doing things. I don't remember what we were doing on this particular day, but I do remember that it was raining, like heavily, and had been raining and off and on. And so he had picked me up, and we were going to the next town over from where I lived. And as we were going down the highway, it had started raining pretty heavy, and he's not the type that would ever win a trophy for the world's safest driver. He was reckless as shit all the time, just drive fast all over the road. It didn't matter, the laws did not apply to him. And we always ended up okay. It was never anything major, although he was reckless, he was good at driving, it wasn't anything I was afraid of when riding with him. But on this particular day with the rain, on our way to the nearby city, we had to cross this bridge. It's multiple bridges set back to back on a long straightaway. They're not huge bridges, maybe 50, 60 foot. It's not anything crazy. But as we went over the bridge, we hit some water that had piled up and the car hydroplaned. Now the road is like 2 lanes, the median, and then 2 more lanes. So I guess you'd call it a 4-lane highway. We're in the left lane. When we hit that, and the traffic wasn't bad, but there were cars steadily in front of us and steadily behind us, but it wasn't just like bumper to bumper. We're all moving, doing what we're supposed to be doing. The speed limit on that road's about 55. We were doing probably a little more than that. When we hit the water and it started to hydroplane, the car didn't just, veer to one side or anything. It done a full 180 in the road. So we're looking at the traffic in front of us, realizing that traffic moments before was behind us. We got to look at these cars and stare at them for what seemed like forever, but it was more than likely like half a second. And then the car flipped itself back around, and we were back looking the way you're supposed to be looking in that lane, but it was fishtailing all over the place. He managed to get the car back under control. There was no accident. We didn't hit anyone. Nobody was hurt. Surprisingly, I've seen videos and heard stories of hydroplaning going really wrong. It was scary, but in the case of, it worked out. So once we got the car back under control, we pulled over at the next gas station to catch our breaths and to change our shorts. We managed to clean ourselves up, get back on the road, and we continued on with our day like it never happened. That is by far the scariest thing that's ever happened to me in the passenger seat of a car. In the driver's seat, that's a different story that we will cover in another one of these videos later on. But yeah, so that's today's story time. If you enjoyed this little short story, let me know in the comments, or if you have an experience similar, post that down there too. I'd love to read about it. Give us a like, subscribe for more, and until next time, be great.